This week's inspiration is a story. It begins on Thanksgiving Day. The first grade teacher gave her class a fun assignment to draw a picture of something for which they were thankful. Most of the class might be considered economically disadvantaged, but still, many would celebrate the holiday with turkey and other traditional goodies of the season. These, the teacher thought, would be the subject of most of her students' art, and they were. But Douglas made a different kind of picture. Douglas was a different kind of boy. He was the teacher's true child of misery, frail and unhappy. As other children played at recess, Douglas was likely to stand close by her side. One could only guess at the pain Douglas felt behind those sad eyes. Yes, his picture was different. When asked to draw a picture of something for which he was thankful, he drew a hand. Nothing else, just an empty hand. This abstract image captured the imagination of his peers. Whose hand could it be? One child guessed. It was the hand of a farmer, because farmers raise turkeys. Another suggested a police officer, because police protect and care for the people. Still others guessed it was the hand of God, for God feeds us. And so the discussion went on, until the teacher almost forgot about the young artist himself. When the kids had gone on to other assignments, she paused by Douglas's desk and bent down and asked him whose hand it was. The little boy looked away and muttered, "It's yours, teacher." She recalled the time she had taken his hand and walked with him, here or there, as she had the other students. How she had sat with him, taken his hand. How she held his hand when he was afraid to go outside. Douglas was most thankful for his teacher's hand. This story is an inspiration because it reminds us that we have more power than we admit to ourselves. We all have hands that reach out and help someone. We all have smiles that can be offered to those who we know and to those who we don't. A smile can shift someone else's mood on a dime, as well as lift the other person who offers it. We all have ears that can listen to someone's problems or concerns. Simply listening to someone allows them to feel heard and that what they feel matters. We are more powerful than we admit. I think many people think power has to do with money or position, but in truth, power has to do with how it impacts the people around us. Is it loving, expansive, inclusive, and helpful, and empowering? Or is it constrictive, conditioned, exclusive, and demeaning? Worldly power tends to be about having power over other people, while authentic power has to do with sharing your loving nature with others. You see, this story highlights one of the components of self-love. As I define self-love, it's knowing in your heart that you're lovable, loving, and loved. And this story highlights the loving part of self-love. And how I describe loving is understanding that we're all born with a naturally beneficial heart, waiting to be uniquely expressed through us. And this is what the teacher was doing. The teacher expressed her loving, beneficial heart through her hands. I don't know if she knew that before the little boy's drawing. Perhaps she felt her loving heart was expressed through her teaching of subjects to her students, such as teaching the ABCs or how to add or subtract. And that can certainly be an expression of her beneficial heart. But it was her hand that the little boy was grateful for, that the little boy drew, for what it taught him, what it showed him, and how it made him feel when it pulled him next to his beloved teacher. Which hand or smile or ear are you grateful for? And do you openly share your loving heart with others? We have more power than we admit, and it lies with expressing our beneficial, loving heart with those who cross our paths. Not waiting for those who seem to earn it, or for those who seem to need it, or for those who seem conditioned for it. When you are rooted in self-love, you openly and freely share your beneficial heart with everyone you meet. It's good enough to the universe. Our power lies in uniquely expressing our naturally beneficial heart with all that we meet, and knowing that expressing our beneficial heart is good enough in the universe's eyes. That is why this story inspires me. Express your beneficial heart with all you meet and with all that you do. We are more powerful than we know, and it lies in what I call our spiritual DNA, our beneficial heart waiting to be uniquely expressed through us. It's all about self-love, people.